Hello guys, and welcome back to another cold episode. On today's episode, I am going to be showing you the deck list for my DDD Fiend Only deck. I've been doing a challenge recently on my streams where I am doing only Fiend-type monsters for some reason, and seeing how far we can go and what we can do. Now, mostly I've been playing Plunder because Plunder is cool and based and fun and interesting, but it does have some weird sides, given the fact that you aren't able to play, like, the Toad engine, you're not able to play Almirage and stuff like that, because those aren't Fiends. And the other deck that people wanted me to play, for some reason, because y'all are a bunch of psychopaths, is DDD. So here's the list. Let's just go by just do the card by card. We have a triple Savant Kepler. We have the one Lamia, the one Necro Slime, triple Swirl Slime. We have one Cerberus. We have a triple Copernicus. Who knows how to say that card? Orthros. Two of that guy. We have triple Griffin, because this card is stupid. We have double Radiant, the multi-dimensional Kaiju, which happens to be a Fiend for some reason. Why? I don't know. Anyway. We have the one Vice Typhon. We have the one, this guy, I just call him the 5 Pendulum, I don't care about his name. The one Savant Thomas, and the one Go. As for the spells, we have one Raigeki, one Harpy's Feather Duster, one Foolish Burial, one 1-for-1, one Lightning Storm, one Dark Contract of patent with patent license, which is a nightmare given the fact that it is literally just stacks of paper. Truly a thing of nightmares. Anyway, triple Dark Contract with the Gate, one Swamp Contract, double called by, double Droplet, triple Evenly Matched, and the one DD Headhunt. And I know what you're saying. Why are there so many going second cards? Because we're planning to go second, given the fact that, in all honesty, we can't really set up the greatest of boards. Reason being, DDD sucks at setting up boards, and we have access to a Kaiju and stuff like that, and it's just easier to play a going second build when you can cut out a lot of the monsters like hand traps, and so instead you can break boards more easily. That's the idea. Anyway, let's talk about the extra deck. Currently, I only have 13 cards because I'm poor and don't have enough to make the rest of the cards. Now, granted, I could obviously just throw in things like the Nightmares, which I do have access to, but I didn't. Anyway, let's talk about the 2 Flame King Genghis, as well as the 1 Dark and the 1 High King Flame Genghis. I hate this naming system. Please get it out of here. Thank you, Konami. Anyway, honestly, Dark has been so very helpful because you can make the level 8 Synchro, being the Cursed King Siegfried, with the Lamia, but after going into the Dark. So that's pretty nice for me to have access to, and honestly, there isn't really anything else that I would put in here otherwise, like, legitimately. We have so much extra deck space, there isn't really anything to put in here. So there's that. Next up, we have the one Siegfried. This card is pretty difficult to make, I'm not gonna lie. We only have the one tuner, that being Lamia. I guess technically we also have Orthos, but, like, we just have the one tuner, it's Lamia. So there's that. Anyway, moving on, we have the Wave King Caesar, as well as the rank up for it, the Marksman King Tell, which, dear Lanta, these names. Yeah, both of these, like, search things when they are sent to the graveyard. I think they, or send, maybe? I think they, yeah, this one adds a Dark Contract from your deck to your hand. This one sends a DD or Dark Contract card. So, kind of depending on what you want, you can send this to the graveyard for, like, link material. Then we have a High Wave King Caesar, which is negate sometimes, occasionally, if, like, they activate a fusion spell or something like that. I don't know. We have a Divisor King Deus Machina, which is a terrible card. I hate this card. We have Gilgamesh, which is also a terrible card because it sets scales. It just sets scales. Why? I don't know. Yeah, just give them a link monster that sets scales for free. This is literally a skill in Duel Links that made a deck tier 1. Why would you do this? Why would you print this, Konami? Are you stupid? Anyway, and then we have one Nightmare Unicorn. Now, I know what you're saying. Why do you hate this deck so much? Because it's stupid. Moving on. Let's go to the replays. Alright, so here we are in the first game, and now I am not the most experienced with this deck, and for some reason I chose to go first instead of going second because I'm stupid, but it's fine. This was mostly just me learning the combos, so we did end up starting off with a Swirl Slime. Now, again, am new. I have no idea what I'm doing, but that doesn't really matter. We're going to go for the Copernicus in order to send the Griffin, and then we're going to fuse off into the High King Genghis, and then we're going to fuse once again into, that's right, another Flame King Genghis. Why is this the case? I don't know. Anyway, we're going to bring back your boy, and then we are going to activate the Griffin effect in order to search out the Savant Kepler. We're going to go then into Gilgamesh, and we will activate the effect of the Gilgamesh in order to set our scales. We're going to set a 6 and a 5 because I'm stupid and don't understand how these cards work. And then we're going to add back the Griffin. We're going to go for the Griffin here, and then we are going to link those two off once again for another High King Gilgamesh. Then we're going to activate the effect of our Pendulum Scale to bring back the High King Gilgamesh, and then we are going to exit these two off, the two Genghises off into our Wave King, and we are going to set the evenly matched, go into Divisor King, which is a fair and balanced and unique and interesting and interactive card, and pass. Yeah, cool. My opponent starts off with Galaxy Cyclone, popping the evenly matched, and then they drop their own evenly matched. Well, alright. I guess I'll keep the High King Caesar. Reason being, at the very least, it kind of stops stuff. Okay, but if you haven't read Draco Lich, I don't blame you. But it'll get funnier in a second, okay? First of all, it switches all special summoned monsters from the main or extra deck that are not worms to defense. This is a hilarious card. It doesn't do anything else, it just switches them to defense. Anyway, let's continue. Draw phase. Draw the called by. Fantastic. We're going to go Savant Kepler. We're going to do the whole thing again, except this time, we're not going to end on the big boy, so that's fine. We're going to go for the Dark Contract. We're going to activate the Dark Contract effect. We are going to add up the Griffin. We're going to then special summon the Griffin, because it's just a free special summon because of reasons. And then we're going to go into Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh effect is going to activate. Since we don't have any more scales, we can now get some appropriate scales. So we are going to go for the Copernicus, and then we are going to also summon out the Griffin after Pendulum scaling a 0 and a 6. Then we are going to go to battle to deal with the monster because it's annoying, and then we are going to go and send we had already sent the Typhon off of the Copernicus in order to fusion summon into the Flame King High Gilgamesh. Realistically, does this card do anything? No, but it's funny, so it's here. Then we're going to go for the Caesar in order to go into the Marksman. Realistically, yeah, I didn't really have a reason to do this, I just did. I wanted to deal 1,000 damage, which actually ends up mattering in the end, so there you go. They're going to go for, or we're going to set the called by, they're going to go and pop our 0 scale, which is annoying, but sure. Guess what? You thought this was Sword Soul? Nope. It's Black Wings. I love this game. I don't know why the heck they're playing Draco Lich in a Blackwing strategy, but okay. Anyway, they're going to have the attack of the Flame High King, and then they're going to go to battle. They're going to hit the 2 worst cards for them to hit. First of all, we're going to add the Dark Contract with the Swamp King, and then we are also going to add ourselves, or special summon ourselves, the Divine Go. We're going to special summon Go. And then, they're obviously going to go for a 7 here, and they go for Cyber's Quantum Dragon. If you haven't read this card, don't. It's terrible. While you control a link monster your opponent controls cannot target, or monsters your opponent controls cannot target monsters you control for attacks except this one. Also, your opponent cannot target monsters you control with card effects except this one. Not bad. Once per turn, at the start of the damage step, if this opponent, or if this card battles an opponent's monster, you can return that opponent's monster to the hand. Also, this card can make a second attack in a row. Great. Why did we go into this after battle? I'm so confused. Anyway, this was played in gold. That's fine. Moving on. We draw Savant Kepler because, of course, we do. We're going to tribute off this guy so that my opponent cannot activate cards in their hand or in their graveyard. So if they have a hand trap, no. Anyway, we're going to add a Dark Contract as well as special summon out the Flame King Genghis because reasons. Then we're going to activate the Field Spell. Does it do anything? No. But it's here. I also make this guy a 4. This was actually a misclick. I legitimately did not mean to do this. So now it's a 4. So there's that. But hey, we only played the one level 4, rank 4 Exceed. Anyway, we're going to link everything off into Nightmare Unicorn because it's funny. And then we are going to shuffle away their monster. Then we're going to go for the Fusion Summon. Guess what? That Dark is coming in handy. Do you want to know why? Because it makes us have 100 over lethal. So, good game? I don't know what happened. Alright, here we are in game 2. Once again going first because I still haven't learned how to do that. Or go second, I should say. We drew Lamia. So we're going to mill the Typhon, I guess. We're going to go and fuse off it with the Necro Slime, because, of course, and go into the Flame King Genghis. We're then going to go for the DD Swirl Slime, and we are going to special summon out the Lamia, and then we are going to activate the Genghis in order to special summon out the Typhon. We're then going to Synchro off into our Siegfried, which is nice, you know, what if they have an Imperm? And then I realized, oops, I've made an oopsie, and now we have to go for Gilgamesh using the Flame King. But it's fine, because we've already used the Flame King, so it's whatever. We're going to go and get a 5 and a 6, because we're not going to be Pendulum Summoning, and then we're going to Fusion Summon it once again into a High King Genghis. Man, these cards are weird. Anyway, we're going to bring back the Necro Slime for reasons, and then we're also going to bring back Lamia for, I don't know, reasons. We're also going to add back the Copper Nickus into our hand, because I think we're Pendulum Summoning? No. Anyway, we're going to then go into Ya Boy, which doesn't do anything, and pass the turn, hoping that my opponent just concedes, realizing that that is a lot of words. That's the hope. I have no idea what I was doing. I wish I could tell you. I have no answer. Anyway, we draw Swirl Slime, and my opponent has set 2 and passed. It's fine. It's fine, guys. We're going to go into Gilgamesh and hope that it does something. We're also going to activate this guy's effect, which, hey, did you know that this guy prevents, or it cuts the damage that you deal in half? Anyway, we're going to bring back the Necro Slime here, as well as the Lamia, because I haven't learned my lesson. I don't know what I'm making with these, but I have them. Let's go Nightmare Unicorn, sure, why not? We're going to activate the effect of the Nightmare Unicorn to shuffle away our opponent's monster, and then we're going to special summon out the Copper Nickus. Why? Because I thought it was a 1. No, in all reality, I just wanted to get Griffin into the graveyard, not realizing what Griffin did, or how to bring it back. I just wanted it in Griff. Anyway, we're going to attack in, and at this point I thought that I had lethal. Nope. Guess what? It's evenly matched. It's fine, because we can negate it with Siegfried, so we're just going to negate it. Cool. Do I have any plays from here? No, not really. But my opponent is playing Prank Kids, so a singular Spell Trap negate should probably be enough. Guess what? This deck is still absolutely crazy. The reason no one's playing it is because... reasons? Like, I genuinely couldn't tell you. I guess because you can't play the adventure stuff, but, like, the Prank Kids stuff's still good. So, just, like, I don't know. Kind of weird. Anyway, I'd take 500 burn damage. Oh. They also gained 1,000 life points, so have to be aware of that. Anyway, they're going to activate their fusion spell, and to that I will say no. And that is literally the only thing that I can do. So, this is now interesting. We just kind of have to hope that they don't have anything. And they pass the turn. Alright, good game. That's it. That's literally the game. I'm just, like, I'm not going to just go to battle because I'm stupid, but... hey, I could literally just go to battle here and win. I'm going to try and get a Dark Contract so that my my big Z monster could actually do something, but nope. Also, I was 100 off of lethal with that second attack there, which was kind of annoying. Alright, guys, I finally figured it out. We're going second. Actually, I think my opponent chose for me to go second. But this hand doesn't look like a very good going second. What is this? Dark Magician! Ah! No, it's fine. So my opponent is going to search out the Soul Servant with their Magician Rod, and then they are going to activate the effect of Magician Soul in order to, that's right, special summon the Dark Magician from grave. What in the world is going on? Oh, they have the fusion spell in hand. Huh. Anyway, they're going to then activate the Soul Servant effect, and they are going to stack to the top of their deck Dark Magician Circle. Then they are going to draw a card off of the Dark Magicians, and guess what? It's Circle. Crazy, I know. Then they're going to go for the Dark Magician, and then they are going to draw another card off of the effect of Soul Servant, and pass the turn. So we have to contend with 1 Banish. Let's see how this goes. I drew the second called by, so if they happen to have a hand trap, we should be fine. We're going to go start off with the Savant Kepler. We are going to add it to our hand the Dark Contract with the gate, and activate the effect of the Dark Contract. which will then immediately provoke my opponent to draw a card because Dark Magicians is a card. We're going to add it to our hand to the Necro Slime so that we can go Swirl Slime into the High King Genghis, and then we're going to special summon out the Griffin. Genghis will the Genghis effect will activate and special summon out the Necro Slime. We will then go for Gilgamesh, and that's right, Pendulum Scales. This time we grab a 0 and a 5 because I've learned my lesson. Then we are going to banish in order to summon out the Copernicus and then activate both the effect of the Scale 5, which I don't care to learn the name of, and the Copernicus in order to send it to the graveyard. I believe we sent the Lemia. Yep. Then we're going to go for the Wave King Caesar into the Marksman because burn damage. We're also going to change this card's attack to, we're just going to make it lose some attack. And then Aruru. Cool. Goodbye, Xyz. I don't know why you chose this one, but okay. Also, they, for some reason, still haven't activated this guy's effect. I don't know why. Anyway, out comes the Lamia, which will then immediately prompt us to go for Siegfried, because this turns off all of their interaction. So now the game is basically over, because I can just continue to go off as if nothing has happened. We're going to go for the Flame High King Genghis, and then we are going to Pendulum Summon to trigger the High King Genghis, which forces my opponent to concede, realizing that the game has been over since the moment that they logged in. Now, I know what you're saying. This is a very different video from what you normally do, or you're saying, hey, I like DDD. Why are you so rude to it? And to both of those, I will say, because it's bad. The artwork is terrible. Just look at the artwork. Please, dear Lanta, just look at it for like half a second. Also, they're pendulums. I hate pendulums. For a very specific reason, and it's because they ruin Yu-Gi-Oh! They are a terrible mechanic that has never seen love, and is a terrible mechanic for Yu-Gi-Oh! It also cuts off the artwork! Why does it do this? Pendulums, why? Anyway, also, the amount of people that circle jerk DDD for being such an interesting and unique and fun and exciting and cool deck, and in reality, they're just okay, is surprising. It is really annoying how impressive people think that this deck is. It's not. It's pretty annoying. It's terrible to play against, first of all, on like the same level as like Flunder, because no. It's closer to like, no, we'll say Flunder. Sure. It sets up a board that takes like 6 ages to complete, and then on top of that, it is so incredibly easy to break, but also has like the worst forms of interaction, that being this guy, who is a terrible mistake of a card, because balance. Also, it has things like Griffin, which is absolutely busted. Konami should have left this archetype in the dirt, and should never have printed new support for it, because when the support came out, it ruined the game. Okay, not entirely, but it ruined this deck in particular. Most notably, this card and King Kali Yuga and stuff like that are just terrible, poorly designed cards that should never have existed, and yet here we are. So yeah, that's basically why I have been hating on this deck and why this video is so different from what I normally do, because I'm not recommending you this deck. I'm just showing you what I have played recently. I'm not going to play this anymore. I hate it. I despise it. I don't want to play it anymore. I'd rather play Unchained. At the very least, that deck is entertaining to play, and like Unga Bunga float. This one is just, I don't even know. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope that you guys did indeed enjoy. If you did, a like is very much so appreciated. And if you want to check out more content like this, as well as more Yu-Gi-Oh!, then just be sure to subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And remember to always stay frosty. Bye-bye. Shout out to the Frost Guard, my members. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I hope you enjoy the content.